Are you happy with the way the pictures lined up? Do you need me to adjust it at all?
No, it's cool.
Good like that? Okay. You happy with the lighting?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
Surprised how wide that camera takes to it.
Isn't that nice?
I didn't think it would be catching like the other pictures and stuff.
It's nice, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, I gotta ask these things to James here because, as you guys know, or you don't know, I'm gonna tell you right now, James is the photographer. So James is the man, and if you haven't seen his work, you gotta check him out on James J Photos. He's got a YouTube channel. He's got Instagram. He's got Facebook. And my man's shit is hot. Check out my little brother. I'm gonna pop that right from the beginning. So James and I are sitting here, and we are smoking the Warzone, which is put out by General Cigar Company. And that's kind of what we want to talk about today is some of the cigars from General Cigar Company. I think we're going to primarily focus mostly on the Macanudo cigars. But just real quick, this is a limited edition, and I know it's going to come backwards, but I'll take that's what I don't like because the camera's rear. But rear, right? Front facing?
Yeah, front facing always.
Front facing. So it's going to be backwards to you, but it's the Warzone by Espinosa, and it's the first cigar that Espinosa has worked on with General Cigar Company. It's made out of the La Zona factory in Esteli, Nicaragua. I wrote stuff down, so I'm cheating because I can't remember all this shit. I don't care. You know what? There's so many cigars that I have to remember, and I say this all the time. I can't remember everything. Not to mention, I can't remember everything. I barely remember what I had for breakfast. I can't remember all of this stuff, so it's really hard to remember everything. No problem. Yeah, well, we're not putting it back in that box right now. So, okay. So the nice thing, this is blended by Eric Espinosa, and Espinosa's cigars are really hot.
And he's a cool guy.
He is a really, really cool guy. It's an exotic African Cameroon wrapper, Honduran binder, and Nicaraguan and Colombian filler. Did I say the binder? So the wrapper, binder, filler. I think I did. See? I didn't say the binder. The binder is Honduran. Yeah, I did say the binder. The wrapper is exotic African Cameroon, and it's a Honduran binder, and then it's got Nicaraguan and Colombian filler. Okay, thank you. Got my man helping me out over there. Cool. So it's amazing cigar. If you haven't tried it, get it while you can. It's limited edition, so it won't be out for very long. So we have this promotion going on with General Cigar Company. Do you want to say anything? Or you just want me to keep rambling?
I'm just adding in as you go because I don't even know what this is.
You don't know what the promotion is?
I've been running around so much that I don't know. I know I remember seeing.
He's been running around taking pictures of models.
That's a great life.
Taking pictures of models. I want him to do a photo shoot of me. What do you think? I'm thinking black and white. Black and white. I'll put my tiara on. Smoke a cigar on my tiara. Just do put it up here.
20 by 30. Right?
What's on a 20 by 30? Are you crazy?
Poster size.
Put the corset on.
See?
You weren't here. I wore a corset
Oh,
to the holiday party.
So I have to wrap up this vibe. We're about to go shoot right now.
Need any props? I'll be there.
Hey,
Be a
dude.
stool you can sit on.
Full disclosure, I wore a sweater under the corset. I did post pictures. Yes. It was cold as heck. I do classy sexy, not trashy sexy. Keep it classy. Alright. So let's see. We have all of these cigars here. Haha, made you move your shit. So one of the lines they have is the CAO flavors. You know that's part of it too. Like your Moon Trance, your Eileen's Dream, the vanillas, the cherry bombs, all that. I think this is the vanilla. I don't know. I don't smoke flavored cigars. I'm sorry for making that face. It's nothing against anyone that does. It's just not my cup of tea. So yeah. Then there's what? This one's nice. Not this big for me, but the Punch Rare Corojo. Toro size or smaller. Yeah, buddy. And I'm not going to go on about all the specs on all of them, like the wrapper, binder, and filler, because there's way too many to talk about. I should have grabbed another little basket here. There's and these are just the ones we carry. They have so many other cigars, but the ones we carry, we have the Punch Signature. We've smoked that one, right?
I enjoy that.
Yeah. Then there's the Punch. What do they call this one? Grand Puro. With the blue box. The one in the blue box. What do they call this one? This one's by AJ Fernandez. This is we just call it the X. That's what they call it. It's the gold. Hoya Armistead Gold. That's the correct name. But the people that smoke it here, they just call it the one with the X. That's the gold one. And then there's
That's a good one.
this one I like more too, because this is the Dark Sumatra. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
That's the one right there.
That's yeah. Yeah. Because I like full flavor. I gotta have it.
And maybe it's just me, but that's like a perfect morning one too, I think.
I think depending on your palate. Because for me, like, I've been smoking milder cigars lately, so I mean, I could like if I'm not doing anything that day, I could definitely see kicking back and relaxing and having it with a cup of coffee. But the way my schedule's been lately, like running around with different appointments because I'm back in physical therapy and stuff. Like I'm like blah 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 blah. Yeah, I'm back in physical therapy. Blah 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 blah. Like constantly going with all these appointments and stuff. Like I can't kick back and have that morning cigar and relax. So it kind of sucks. Let's talk about this one. So this one here, we're not going to be carrying this one for long. Are they playing music? Ask them to turn it down. Yeah, oh, excuse me, can you turn that down for a minute? Can you turn that down, please? So this one here is the La Gloria Esteli R. So this one here we're not going to be carrying anymore. Or I don't know if we're going to carry it anymore or just for a little while. But what we are going to be replacing it with for now is going to be the Spanish Press, which is such a delicious cigar. It's a medium-bodied smoke, but full flavor. Oh, you're going to love that one. I just saw that look like,
Oh, yeah.
No, not yet. Not yet. Don't give me the pouty face.
That, yeah.
Yes, this is how I talk to my customers. Well, the ones I like anyway. Some of them. I shouldn't say the ones I like. Some of them. I'm close with him. We have that type of relationship. We have that close type of relationship. So yeah, don't give me the pouty face. It'll be here soon. It'll be here soon, and it is delicious. So I'm excited for that one. What are your thoughts on this one?
I like it.
Yeah.
It's
This one I think is more on the milder side.
yeah.
The CAO session. So this is CAO session. For James and I, we think it's more on the milder side, but yet it does have a lot of flavor to it. There is a lot of richness to it because of that darker wrapper.
Mhm.
And again, we're not going to get into the wrappers and stuff like that. So that's another one, CAO. We did talk about the Warzone because that's what we're smoking, which we love. And we got the CAO Flathead line, which I think yesterday I was smoking the Piston, which is a 6x42, which is my sweet spot.
And that's actually one that I've never had. Never had any of the flavors.
You've never had a Flathead? Bro.
Never had one.
Bro. What?
It's like there's not much back there I haven't tried yet, but that's just one of them.
He's never had a Flathead.
Just never had it.
Even so? Like, what?
I told y'all before I went back there to get them, I never had one.
We are changing that shit today. On me.
Never.
Why can't I remember the name of this? You just bought these. Oriana or Orella? This is another limited edition one, which
That was actually good too.
this one is good. Yeah, okay. So it's a limited edition one. Forgive me for not remembering the name. It's delicious. It's more on the mellow side. I was blind. It's not the Amazon. It was the Amazon, then it was the Basin or the. Hold on.
Amazon Basin or Orellana.
Amazon Basin Orellana. So I have Okay, someone sent me a message that's being held for review, and I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm not going to answer that message. So please don't expect me to. Then there are the diesels. So this is the bourbon barrel aged. And you like this one?
Yeah, I like that one.
See, I like this one more.
I do like that one more.
Okay. You don't like either one?
I like the.
You like the bourbon one better. See, I love the sherry cask. That sherry cask just has a little more oomph to it.
Yeah, it's
You
just
just got
something different.
A little
Something
more.
different.
Right?
See, I was doing those
The
until
bourbon?
this one.
Until that one.
Once
Okay.
that was it.
Okay. Which you probably haven't tried that one. So let's move into that one. So let's discuss that one.
Noodle version.
You haven't seen this one?
No, I have not.
Okay. So let's discuss
If you
when this
smell
was
that
my
one, It's
plan.
almost like having a shot.
All right. So here we go. All right, so this is the Macanudo M bourbon. You can go ahead and smell it. I trust you. You're not one of those type of people that stick it up your nose. You have respect for cigars. All right, so this one is an Ecuadorian Connecticut shade wrapper, Ecuadorian binder, and a Dominican filler. You never smelled anything like that. No, because they put bitters and stuff in it like that. So they make it, instead of being like a straight bourbon, it's more like an old fashioned.
Now you see why I just said what I said about the diesel. Because the diesel's good.
But your diesel is like your straight up bourbon. This is more like an old fashioned. I'm educating you. This is educational.
Being educated.
Being educated. What if you sat around and watched Sharon's Life's videos?
You learn so much.
And she's not just being a moron.
The people she likes.
Sometimes she just acts all crazy, and then you get tidbits of actual information in there somewhere.
Speaking of that, never mind.
Don't you dare. Not right now. Remember when I said he's a photographer?
Mm-hmm.
He also does vlogs. That's his YouTube channel, James J Photos. He does vlogs. So there was a couple incidents here.
And I just said TMZ style.
And it looked like the beginning of a Netflix movie that I might have been able to star in. So we'll leave it at that. Anyway, moving in. This is the coffee one. This is Magnuto M coffee. So your you've seen this one, right? You're like, you don't really care for this one. So your coffee is an Indonesian wrapper with a Philippine binder and a deeply aged Nicaraguan long filler. They use premium Colombian coffee for it. And you're coming to join us?
Come on, Jeff.
I'll go sit there.
There you go.
Oh,
There you go.
there we go. Is your coffee behind that humidor?
Come on in, Jeff.
There's your coffee, baby. Oh, yeah, that's the one. Mm-hmm. So this one is Colombian coffee, and not infusion, but the interesting thing about that is it's my best friend's favorite cigar. And she kept telling me that she tastes hints of coconut. You smoked it? Did you pick up hints of coconut?
Not strong hint.
Yeah. So I kept telling her, because I don't smoke flavored cigars, and I feel bad. I don't smoke flavored cigars, so it's really hard for me to be able to talk about them and really whatever. And she said, no, you can actually smell it. And I said, no. And her boyfriend said, no, I can really smell the coconut in it. And I said, you guys are crazy. And I was laying on my deck. Like, I was just so tired. I just assed out on my deck. Like, I was just on the wood and everything. So she came over and she sat down next to me and she took a big puff and blew it at me, blew it right in my face. And I was like, oh, there it is. And it was right. Because you know how when you smell it, you smell a lot of cocoa. But she picked up on the coconut, and a lot of people don't pick up on the coconut. So to me, now smelling it from her smells more like a mouse, like the coffee, the candy. So next time you smoke it, see if you pick it up. If you like it, I'm not encourage. You know me, I don't encourage smoke this. I never say. You know that you ask me an opinion, I tell you my opinion, and you smoke what you want. I don't push. Not my thing. Then we have your classic grandfathers, fathers, old school Macanudos, right? The cafe, what everybody thinks of when they hear Macanudo, which is your 2 times aged Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
This is Jeff, by the way. Jeff is my cigar guru. He's my cigar geek. He knows everything about cigars.
Come on, not everything. I'm still learning. It's a learning. You're always learning.
He's like a cigar encyclopedia.
There we go. I like it. I like it. But yeah, he's my guru, and he is actually smoking the Hoya Dark Sumatra
Dark Sumatra, yep.
right now. The one that James and I said
Delicious.
was really good. So, and then the binder is a Mexican and the filler is a Jamaican and Dominican, which is a very mild, very smooth cigar. So, I smoked one in my 20 years of smoking, and it really was not my cup of tea.
That was, you're talking about the Macanudo Cafe, right?
Yeah, the classic.
Yeah.
But I had already been smoking other cigars that were stronger than it, and so it just wasn't for me. Like, I mean, construction quality wise was great, but
Makes a good breakfast smoke. Like first thing in the day, you don't want anything strong. You just want something with your coffee.
I could,
I mean,
you know,
it's
it
not
might be really
huge.
good with like with a like cappuccino or one
Yeah,
of them
yeah.
things from Starbucks.
Yeah, just something that's just really mellow. It's
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
smooth, creamy smoke,
Yeah,
but it's just really mellow.
I could see that. I could see that. So now we get to the exciting part, which is what I wanted to talk about, which is why I started with your grandfather's Macanudo. I know I went with the flavored, or we'll just say flavored Macanudos, but I started with the grandfather's Macanudo first, your traditional old school cafe Macanudo. Now I want to talk about the Macanudo Inspirato. So this is where we get a little excited, right?
Yes.
And I'm going to start with the white because I know Jeff gets really excited about the red. So we'll start with the white label one. I know, I like the orange one.
The red's very Cuban-esque.
You like the orange one too, right?
Yeah.
Like high vibe.
The
Orange
red,
one is
the
great.
red has
Okay, but
aged
wait.
tobaccos in it, so.
Okay, we'll get there, and I'll let you tell them because you're so excited about it. I'll let you tell them. But we're gonna start with the white label one. So I don't know if all of you know that the Macanudo, and it's so hard for you to see, but James is going to take a picture. We're going to make this our thumbnail. We'll post it on my social media, my Instagram, my Facebook. We'll post it to our event page, which the event is February 7th. 4 cigars get you a raffle ticket to the Capitol Grill drawing on that day. Every 4 cigars. So you come in, you buy 16, you get 4 tickets, 4 raffle tickets. Doesn't matter how many times you come in and buy them. Doesn't matter how many times you buy, how many entries you get. That's it. You know, you can do it every day until the drawing. We'll be having a structured event the day of the drawing, so you'll be able to do it that day too. So back to the Inspirato white label. So the wrapper is an Ecuadorian Connecticut. It has an Indonesian binder, and it has Nicaraguan and Mexican filler. So they say it's a medium cigar, and they say it's smooth. I find it to be more on the mild side. I do think that there's a little bit of like pepper in there, but not much, nothing too overbearing. But I think that it's more mild to approaching medium for my palate. But I have seen a lot of people who like milder cigars go that road. I know you're waiting for the orange. You want to hear about the orange. Okay, so here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Here's the orange one. This is the orange wrapper, or the orange blend. So the wrapper and binder are Honduran, and the filler is Nicaraguan and Honduran. I'm losing it here.
Wow.
You're looking it up, aren't you?
Orange. Okay.
Can you read my chicken scratch?
The wrapper and binder are Honduran. Has Nicaraguan and Honduran filler. It's medium to full body. Very flavorful cigar. Very smooth. I really enjoy that.
I think I don't know what the hell's going on here. I think that it's a very smooth and flavorful cigar. This is great. I think it's very smooth and flavorful cigar. The wrapper and the binder are both Honduran. I said that, right?
Yes.
It's very flavorful, in my opinion, but yet smooth, medium body. I know they say medium to full, but again, I like a stronger cigar, so I don't think that it's very full. Yeah, I am. Heck. I got the
I like the way the second, third hits.
that's that. Yeah.
I like a hit on a cigar when I'm smoking.
Yeah.
Full body. I like that. That break in between when that break hits, that full part. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's why I purchased it. That's why I like this cigar.
Mhm.
It gives me what I want.
Yeah. When you hit that change up.
That change up.
Yeah.
That change up.
I always love the change up.
Am I right?
Absolutely. 100%. When you hit that change up and it's like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Here you go, darling. Do you want the cheat sheet? You want to talk about it? You want to talk about it?
No, but just, I thought I was the only one that really liked it.
I can talk about it. Well, you can tell what you get out of it. The Macanudo Red. Let's see.
Awesome.
Okay, it's the wrapper is
He doesn't want my paper.
is an Ecuador Habano Ligero. Not too many cigars use a Ligero in its wrapper, which means it gives it a lot of spice. It's a very spicy cigar. Although I get a lot of chocolate and coffee notes when I do smoke it. The wrap, again, the binder is Nicaraguan. And what's really interesting is the filler is a 5-year-old Honduran wrapper along with 10-year-old Nicaraguan Esteli and Amatepe fillers. They're very aged tobaccos inside. It's just it's a strong cigar. A lot of red pepper. If you're a retro hailer, you're going to get hit with a strong shot of red pepper. But I really enjoy, when I want a strong cigar, I really enjoy the red. James, what do you think about it?
I agree. The red is awesome.
That's it? That's what you got to say?
That's all I gotta say. That's just awesome, period. Red is just, oh man.
A man of few words.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you like a peppery cigar, that's the cigar.
You see how soft you guys talk? You see at the bottom? You have to project your voice.
He can hear us.
There's little dots at the bottom that tell you like how loud you're being. So.
Do you ever think maybe you're too loud?
Me?
Just saying.
I'm not too loud. Am I too loud? I'm going to leave you with the guys on that note.
Yeah, we're not that loud.
Hey,
See?
talk about the cigars. Which ones do you like better? You got them all there.
That's the one that we like. The red.
Talk about that one. Tell them more about that. Tell them more about it.
a damn good cigar.
Sure is. It sure is. Yeah, red, man. I don't know.
Is that red a nice after dinner glass of wine?
It's a powerhouse. Like after a heavy steak dinner, like after a heavy dinner, and your palate's already been bombarded, and you want to kick it up. It's a definitely kick up strong cigar. I wouldn't recommend it as like a first cigar of the day or after a light lunch cigar. No, you want that sucker after dinner. Yeah, it's a real explosive cigar. Like I said, I do get a lot of chocolate and leather when I smoke it, but the red pepper is definitely in the forefront.
And it stays that way.
So it goes really great, like if you're drinking bourbon or something like that, it's really good. Or even rum, like a sweeter rum, very, very good because that sweet and that hot bang together really well.
Because I like the orange one too, and then I tried that one. I'm like, oh, this one got more of a kick on it.
More like for me, like the orange, it will be like a go-to. Like any time of day, I can smoke that. Where that the red is really limited to, when I need something strong.
The reason I like the orange is it builds up to that.
Yeah, it has some nice complexity to it, and it builds up nice.
Yeah, so with the red, you get
the red, you're getting it right away, and you're continuing with it. It's definitely like I don't get as much dynamics with it because it's just strong all the way through. Where the orange has a lot more dynamics to it, where it builds up, and you get that more strength toward the end, kind of thing, like a good movie.
Yeah. So comparing the red and the orange to movies, that red would give you action all the way through.
The red is your what was the movie I just saw? God, it was I think it was Keanu Reeves. What movies is he doing right
Matrix?
now? No, the newer ones where he's killing
John
Wick. The last John Wick movie where he's killing everybody from the beginning to the end. That's the Macanudo red.
Okay, that's the Macanudo red.
Yes.
That's an interesting cigar review there, Jeff.
Well, it's true. I always like comparing cigars to movies because I really like a cigar that gives you that wow at the beginning and mellows out to real nice and then builds up to a great finish.
Hell yeah. Definitely. I agree with that.
Yeah, I think that the red is probably one of my favorite ones out of all.
I think I have a hard time picking a favorite one because for me, it's, just like everything, for me, it's about my mood, Like, what kind of a mood am I in? What do I want to smoke? What am I doing? Who am I with? What am I eating? What am I drinking? Like, it's, I don't know. I'm complicated.
I mean, sort of like me. I don't have a cigar that's like my all-time favorite.
Exactly.
Like, it's really hard to say because I look at cigars like food.
Right.
And it's what I'm in the mood for, and I want different flavors. I want something different every day. I never ever you very rarely see me consistently smoking the same cigar. You know that. I shop here and I'm constantly something different.
I hear a lot of people compare their cigars to food rather than the time of the day.
Well, I do it time of day too. Like if morning, I'll go toward the milder cigar, like my morning cigars, Rose and Sharon, or even we are talking about.
Those are good.
Now,
Did you try the Desert Rose? We got the Desert Rose in too.
Not anymore. It's gone.
I thought we still have some.
You still have some?
Some of the Desert.
I thought we were out of the desert.
No, we're out of the Kudzo.
Okay, you still got a pack left hidden back there?
Yeah, there's
'Cause we
still
only
some
had
in the little.
we only had 2 packs.
No, there's still
of
some in the thingy.
them. Is there?
Yeah,
Okay, they'll be going shortly.
he'll be buying them.
Sorry.
After this video.
But yeah, you know, in the morning, like if we're sticking with general, like a Macanudo white, great in the morning. You know, or afternoon, orange, and in the evening, red.
Perfect that you
Alright.
have that.
Yeah.
So we have a question here. Have you tried any big ring gauge cigars? So you're not big on big ring gauge cigars.
No, I'm. Me with big ring
I
gauge
don't.
cigars, I find that they have less flavor. So I prefer the smaller ring gauges. Like I really enjoy Lanceros, and usually the biggest ring gauge I go to is a 54. You know, and I prefer 50 or below for my cigars, just because they have the majority of flavor. I don't know if you know this, but when you smoke a cigar the way they're made, the majority of the flavor you're going to get is from that wrapper. Usually that's about 60% of the cigar. So if you're smoking a cigar that has less filler, you're going to get more of that wrapper flavor.
See, I like the bigger ones. Like I always try like the Toro and stuff. But I mean, if I try a bigger one and I like it, then I'll try the smaller ones to kind of
Right, and if you notice, you get more flavor when you go to that smaller
But
ring
before,
gauge.
I would never try to even make an attempt with the Lanceros. I'm like, oh, I'll try it, and then I got it. You know what I mean? Because I
And a
just
lot
look
of
and
it's
I'd be
personal
like,
preference. Like usually for me, when I smoke a big ring gauge, I punch it to keep that hole as small as possible, so I can condense as much of that flavor in the beginning.
I just don't, I don't go with like the bigger flathead.
Right.
I would have no
Oh,
reason
yeah.
to buy that.
Like with the flathead, my absolute favorite flathead is the spark plug.
Okay.
I mean, that is like for me, that's I like a go-to if I want a short smoke, something flavorful. Yeah, spark plug just fills me just right.
I gotta try.
I'm surprised you haven't had the flathead if you like the big ring cigar.
Yeah. I like the flathead, the 550, the 50 ring gauge, 5 inches. I mean, that cigar's not. It's too.
See, like, I look
it's
at-
too much, and I don't get any flavor from it. To me, it's boring.
See, and I look at that and be like, I just don't have the urge for something that size. You know what I mean? Like I just look and be like, God, no, I'm probably gonna waste this. But, you know what I mean? Like I never really go for nothing that's like that big. Like if I go, like if Jeff tells me about a cigar and I go inside there, whatever it is that's there, I'm usually going for the bigger size of it, and I'll try the smaller one after. But I never really go for the real big stuff. I seen that 7 and I'm like, nah. Like, nah.
Flatheads, they're nice.
Yeah.
I don't smoke them.
Yeah, they're a good full flavor cigar. I mean, you can't go wrong with them, and the price is right.
All right.
So, Sharon, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
So, like, just say, what you got back there that's multiple in size,
I'll be right there, honey. You can open the door.
the same cigar. What you got back there that's the same cigar but multiple in sizes?
Most of them.
Most of them?
Yeah.
Give me one. I saw like, for instance, I think I saw the Superfly by
Yeah. Oscar.
Oscar.
Oh, we got those in?
Yeah.
Cool.
But the different, like the smaller size will give you more flavor, but I like the bigger size because it's actually more flavor. make more flavor for me. So typically I try to go with what's going to give me more flavor. So I try to try other sides to see which one I like.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of it's personal preference. Me, I just don't like the feel of a big ring gauge cigar. I don't like
nothing
the,
big in my mouth.
yeah, exactly. I don't want.
I'm sorry, I don't want. It just feels awkward. I just can't.
I could get say something, but I don't want to say something on the video.
I'm saying that's the only. I just don't. It just feels.
It just doesn't feel right.
Yeah, it's too much.
I can't.
Yeah,
that's why, like I said, like this is about the. I think this is like a 52 or 54. This is as big as I really enjoy. Anything bigger than that, I'm not going to
That's
enjoy.
probably going to even more flavor.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
and see, I like the bigger ones, and I mean, part of it is because of the size of my hands. So it's like the big. If it feels comfortable picking it up, I'm like, all right, cool.
That matters too.
Yeah,
that matters too.
Right. You want to some of this tactile feel. You want to be comfortable smoking.
Right.
Sharon asked me one time, she's like, "Yeah, did you try the Lancero?" And I'm like, "I'm not sitting here with that, like, And I'm like, "Oh, I tried it." After I tried it, I'm like, "Oh, okay, now see."
Lancero, to me, Lancero is where it's at. I love Lancero.
I'm starting to get into that, to those. I remember the one I just recently had. I really enjoyed. I think it was. I was at Black Horse and Doc Watson was there, and he had this event cigar, and it was a Lancero. I think it was the Trinidad.
Thank you.
It was a Trinidad. It was an event cigar. It was a Lancero.
Light up one, please. I have
My
one.
cigar aficionado Marshall, my big brother. We were just making a comparison.
We all have one lit. Jeff's smoking the Hoya Dark Sumatra, and James and I are smoking the Warzone by Espinosa. All General Cigar Company cigars. So we all lit up. So did Jeff answer your question? I'm sorry, I had to walk away.
Yes, he did.
So for instance, the Rosa Sharon, which is kind of hard because that's a Connecticut wrapper. But let's see what else. The one you're smoking right now, the El Tramftor. That one we have in a Lancero. I think I only have one Lancero left, but yeah, the Lancero is where it's at. A lot of them too, like the My Father.
Oh yeah, the new one, the
Promise.
La Promesa, I guess it is.
And the
in the Lancero is delicious.
I like the La Grana.
That's another good one. Yes.
Finally, just said it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just said
Yeah.
it's decent.
In the Lancero?
No.
Punk. You're a punk. Even we have you know what else is really good? We have an LFD, and Jeff, you should hop on this because it's aged too. We have an LFD Oscuro Lancero.
Ooh. You know what?
Yeah.
I already know that's going to be good.
Well, that's one I'm going to have to try. And I can't believe I've never tried that. How long have we had that in, Sharon? See, this is my problem. I come in here and she always forgets to tell me what new things they got because she should know. How long have we had it?
It's been aging.
And when did you tell me that I should try it? See, sometimes you got to draw things out of her.
I do not inhale. Do you inhale?
Oh, hell no.
Do you inhale?
Nah,
You got to be crazy.
there's a lot of stuff I like, but I ain't going that route.
Cigars are not made to inhale.
You inhale a cigar, you be coughing.
And it'll probably kill you really quick, too. I mean, one cigar probably has 10 packs of nicotine of 10 packs of cigarettes. So if you're inhaling, you're in trouble.
I know a guy that did.
Yeah, is he still alive?
Yeah. It's crazy. He was from Wisconsin. Loved him. I love him to death. All right, give me your soft flame. Give me your soft flame.
Where'd it go?
I don't know where it went. Just give it to me. Give me your soft flame. Give me your Zippo.
Same as a match.
It is not.
It's supposed to be.
So for those of you who are watching, yes, I did just relight my cigar with the Zippo lighter. And for those of you who are purists,
Like my head's hurting right now.
I don't even taste the Zippo lighter fluid because I know what I'm doing. And retro? I retro. You retros? You retros? We retro.
I retro at least once on every third of the cigar. And
Retro?
Sharon taught me that one.
It's kind of hard to get the full
Flavor profile.
of the cigar without retro. I mean, if you think about it, your sense of smell is so closely connected to your taste buds. You know, like when you have a cold, your food doesn't taste the same as it normally does. You know, maybe you taste it a little bit, but it doesn't taste the same, or it doesn't taste as much because you can't smell it. It's just kind of because they're so closely, you know? Is that really more important than what we're doing right now? Oh, she's cute. Damn. Okay. Go ahead, little brother. No, it was on Instagram though. It's not somebody he was talking to. He wasn't talking to nobody. It was on Instagram. I'm not putting him on blast. He was scrolling through Instagram. He was just scrolling. Could be one of the models he works with. How the fuck I know?
Ooh, and that reminds me, I need to bring in that calendar to show you Cigar Passionistas calendar. I gotta show you that picture.
Nice. So, any more questions? Hi, Dave.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, Dave.
Lovely. How are you?
What's going on?
What's up?
Not
Damn,
much.
it's down here. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we're doing a live video. So, do we have any questions or anything? That's the one I refuse to engage with. That's why it says show or ignore. I said I refuse to engage with that question. Here. I'll allow you to read the question. Don't read it out loud and do not say anything. Do not read it out loud and do not say anything. Exactly. Because why are you going to ask me a question that doesn't have shit to do with cigars?
Exactly. There's no politics in a cigar lounge. That's all I got to say.
Excuse me. Watch it. You're still live.
Yeah, no.
Only politics are about the cigars.
Exactly. This is a safe space. Yep. We know that, and we just said this is a safe space.
Okay.
All right.
Jeff,
Sir, take care.
I'm Eric, by the way.
Nice to
All
meet
right, Eric.
What if?
you. Man. Sharon just got the way. Live on YouTube, it's kind of cool. I never did this.
I'll be here tomorrow night, so come see me then. No. Yeah, sure. Just turn it around. We're still rolling?
Yeah. Still rolling. Nobody's asking any questions.
Nice. Okay. So I guess we're going to wrap this up now. I don't know how long we've been rolling. Oh, we've been rolling for almost an hour. That's a long time.
Yes, it is.
That's a really long time. So we're going to wrap this up now and enjoy the rest of our cigars. Hope to see you in here. And yeah.
What's the date of the?
Once again, all these cigars we talked about, there are different sizes. They're all part of the General Cigar Company cigars promotion that we have going on at Cigar Alley until February 7th, 2020, just in case you're watching this after the fact. The promotion is come on in, buy 4 cigars, you get a raffle ticket. The drawing will be held on February 7th. It's a Friday night. The event is from 5 to 8 p.m. The sales rep, Rami, will be here doing event specials that evening. So you'll also be able to partake in the event deals and stuff like that that evening, and also be getting raffle tickets that night as well. I do not know what time the drawing will be going off. You do have to be here to win the prize. It will be a $100 gift certificate to the Capitol Grill. So it's the Friday night before Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day falls on a Friday night this evening, or this year. Not this evening. My brain's fried. Yeah, my brain's fried. I think Valentine's Day is stupid anyway, but you know, guys gotta deal with that stuff. So, So yeah, so February 7th, General Cigar Company, 4 cigars, 1 raffle ticket. And we hope to see you there. You can come in and get as many as you want from now until then. There's no limit to the amount of raffle tickets you can have. So there you go. If you have any questions, hit me up here or, other social media outlets, call the store, whatever you need to do, and we'll be more than happy to help you. All right. And you got anything?
Thanks for joining us. Hope to see you all in the shop.
Yeah. And as always, stay smoky, my friends.